In this episode, our 2022 sailing season came to an end with our last sail on Lake Ontario. A few days later, we began pre-haul out activities like changing the oil filter and taking down the sails. The morning dawned bright and sunny. It was hard to believe that this was our last sail of the season. When we took Odyssey out, I was on the helm. I was new to backing out of the slip. In my mind, I knew I had to keep a steady speed around 1 to 2 knots, keep the rudder straight, and then point it towards starboard.
Give it a little bit more reverse. Alright.
Reverse. Reverse, but don't steer. Just steer straight. Just steer straight. Reverse and steer straight. Straight up the helm. Straight the helm. Straight to the helm. Yeah.
But the prop walk kept the boat stern from turning the way I had expected. I tried to compensate, but to no avail.
Okay, it's in neutral. I don't know. I think I need to give it a little bit more gas. Oh. Is that happening? What do you want to do?
Paolo took over before we got too close to the other side. One good thing about Port Whitby Marina, the waterway between piers is fairly wide and spacious to prevent any such mishaps. Put this on my to-do list next summer. Practice undocking more frequently. After that, I took over the helm again to steer Odyssey through the channel, while Paolo put away the fenders and docking lines. We put up the sail while still inside the channel and sailed out into Lake Ontario, where we had a good breeze for our last sail of the season. Our plan was to sail over towards the Ajax weather buoy, with the plan to round it and then head back to port.
Back to Port Whitby.
have just rented the Ajax buoy, it's just behind me, and we are now heading back to port. Good morning. It's just after 9 o'clock. It's a cold, windy, and drizzling day. It's also the end of the summer sailing season for us. This is what it's like right now. Very overcast, low-hanging clouds. Having a break. Haven't
done anything yet, but having a break already.
tea and coffee with muffins. Well, we need as much energy as we can because there's a lot to do for the rest of the day.
And it's cold.
Oh yes, it's cold. Cold and windy. Prior to haul out, we always change the oil and filter while still on the water. To extract the oil, we bought an oil extractor, so we warmed the engine and then began the process. And it comes with a funnel, because we had a funnel but we can't find it anymore.
See, how does this work? This goes in here.
Okay, so I think we're ready to extract the oil then. Listen to that wind. And we're down here in the cabin. Paolo's going to change the oil filter.
So I'm just doing a sort of a general inspection of the engine over here.
Just a visual
Just a visual,
inspection.
basically.
Yeah.
I was checking the belt. It looks pretty clean. Like all the ridges, all the ribs are still all intact. I got a couple of them over here. There's this one over here, and this one over here. That's looks like it's damaged. Why, I don't know. I can't really turn this very freely. There we go. They don't really turn so much.
Why are you turning it though?
So I can inspect all the teeth on the belt.
Yeah.
Making sure there's no other damages. Now, one of the things I do notice, and I can still see it over here, but I cleaned it up, most of it, but you can see the basically, if I go over here, you can see the dust that comes off from the belt, and there was quite a lot of it over here, and that's usually a sign that the belt is indeed falling apart, or it's
eroding.
It's eroding, yeah.
Yeah, it's degrading.
Yeah. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it next season. We haven't really run the engine all that much. I think we may have run it 20 hours this year. But then again, you never know. It could be just that 1 hour or the 10 minutes that it's on that the belt's going to go on it. But we have a spare belt on board all the same, in case something does happen. I'll just have to stop the engine and replace it if we're out there. If not, I'll wait till the end of the season, until the end of the next season, and replace the belt.
What a difference 2 days made in the weather. Today was a sunny and mild day. While some boats went out for a sail, we started removing the sails, boom, and all the deck lines. Then we'll stop at the fuel dock to do a final pump out of the waste tank, top up the fuel, and add the fuel stabilizer. We're bringing the sails down. I can't believe it. It feels like it was only yesterday that we put up the sails, and now we're bringing it down to mark the end of the sailing season up here.
It was a short sailing season. It feels like it was a shorter sailing season this year than it was last year.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get as much sailing as we had planned to, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we will have next summer to look forward to, though.
Yeah.
Paolo went over there to help undock the CS-27. The issue that we're having at the moment is the water level has gone down dramatically over the last month, and so there's been a few boats that have bottomed out because their keel is stuck in the mud. I think the owner of the CS-27 said that his keel is 5'2". So we're in the queue for pump out and fuel. Join us for the next episode. Tap the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of the next video. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, give this video a like. Much appreciated. Until the next time, fair winds to all.